Check, 1, 2.
What's your name? Huh? Mia. Okay. Flop back. I'm gonna go back there, back to my flop back there.
Welcome to the 6th annual Brilliant Detroit benefit. To get our show started, please welcome the Mosaic Singers of the Mosaic Youth Theater.
Sometimes in our lives, we all have pain, we all have sorrow, but if we are wise, we know that there's always tomorrow.
Lean on me when you're not strong. I'll be your friend. I'll help you carry on, for it won't be long till I'm gonna need somebody to lean on. You just call on me, brother, when you need a hand. We all need somebody to lean on. I just might have a problem that you'll understand. We all need somebody to lean on. Yeah, 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 yeah,
Lean on me when you're not strong, and I'll be your friend. I'll help you carry on, for it won't be long till I'm gonna need somebody to lean on. So just
Don't you know, baby, yeah, yeah. I'll be there. Just call my name. I'll be there.
And ladies and gentlemen, it's Cindy Eggleton.
So, this is our 6th anniversary, and what a celebration it is, because this year we are highlighting brilliant families. Brilliant families, stand up for a minute. Come on, stand up, brilliant families. They truly are the backbone of Detroit's future and why we exist. A future that is and will be lit by each and every brilliant family. Let's be real for a minute here. The last 2 years have been rough. Between COVID that disrupted education and the exposure of further racial injustice, it got harder for many. Detroiters already knew what it was like to not get an even playing field. It got harder. Brilliant Detroit exists to change that reality. We exist to assure that every kid and family, regardless of zip code, has what they need to shine bright. During a time when businesses closed and services were less accessible, Brilliant Detroit doubled. Yeah. And we doubled because there was more need and because, you guessed it, our model is based on families being at the core. This meant we tutored more, we provided more health education, we offered more programs and services, we held weekly distributions, and we added more neighborhoods. Okay. And despite the widely reported loss of learning and social emotional strength, our evaluation still showed 3 reading levels of growth and significant improvement in education, health, and connectedness. But you know what the most important thing people found when they came through our orange doors? It was each other. It was each other. We hear time and time again that Brilliant Detroit is a second home. And this is why, in the last 2 years, more volunteers signed on. Over 3,000 have been part of our work. If you're a volunteer, give it up. More families participated. We have served 15,000 people since we started. Lots of you are in this room here. Let's give it up for our families here. More kids grew in areas that mattered. Yes, reading improved, but just as importantly, social emotional got better. Today, We have 18 locations in process with 14 open. That's a lot. There is a brilliant Detroit in every single district of Detroit, and we have a waiting list in Detroit as well as nationally. And when we get to 24 locations, and we will together, you guys, by 2024, we will fundamentally improve statistics in Detroit. This and what is happening here is needed more now than ever after the last 2 years. I know you all know that. And through these years, we have learned and grown together. And the we here is because of all of you. We are fueled by the volunteers that give each and every day. We are run by the best staff. Stand up, okay? And board members, stand up around. Yep. We provide programs that work because of our partners. But importantly, and I want you to hear this, we exist because of the families that make up, show up, and grow with Brilliant Detroit. You all here are the light up the city, okay? And we truly would not be here if it were not for the funders who contributed the revenue to build what matters. I want you to look at these screens. There are a lot of funders. There are a lot of people to thank that really, really matter. And I want to give the most special shout out to my co-founders, Carolyn and Jim Bellinson. Carolyn, Stan, Jim's here. They had the audacity to think big and bold with me. When we started this, people did not know what a Brilliant Detroit was. But together with each of you, we are assuring that zip codes do not predict whether a child's future is bright or not. So, let me now introduce you to our MC, Eric Thomas, who is the chief storyteller for Detroit. And more importantly, he is a Detroiter through and through. He will introduce some of our families, and it is the families that really light up this work. So let's give a hand to all of you. I am so grateful to be part of this.
I would have suggested Cardi B. Well, you can go with that. What up, though? What's good? It's a good day. It's just the right temperature for me to wear an outfit as goofy as this one. Come on, double breast. We in the building. Okay. So, I'm here because I love Cindy, and this is more important than that, I am very afraid of telling Maria no. If anyone knows Maria, telling her no is the scariest thing I've ever thought of. She asked me to do it, here I am. So, before I get to introducing folks, I just want to say a little thing about Detroit because I am the chief storyteller, which means I like to talk. Very short. If there's one thing I love about this organization, it's the name Brilliant Detroit. There's something I've always thought that was interesting. The way the world sees Detroit and the way Detroit sees Detroit is very different. You hear people talking about, oh, we're going to bring great things to Detroit. We're going to make things good. Detroit is coming back. Here's the thing, though. We already had the juice. Like, is it our fault you can't see you don't know a good thing when you see it? Detroit has always been a luxury aesthetic. I am not the only person that dresses like this. You can see this everywhere, on a bus, in these streets, anywhere. It's because we have a high expectation of self. We have high self-esteem. We don't necessarily need you to grant us the joy. And so sometimes people have a hard time giving us things because they think we should grovel for it more. And we ain't finna. The thing I love about this organization is that you can see the love through and through because the whole organization is about dignity. I've gone to a lot of these events. Very rarely do I see the families impacted at the event. It's moving to look out and see the people you're affecting from the stage. Shout out to Brilliant Detroit for that. I'm gonna keep it 100 because, you know, if you follow me on Facebook, I'm sorry, that's what I do. If people cared that people need help, logically, people wouldn't need help. But emotionally, we know we need to invest. The things that's powerful about stories is that stories help you put yourself in the shoes of other people. They make it so that you can lift yourself out of your life and sit in the story in the saddle of other people. There are movies where we get invested in cars and we get invested in birds and anthropomorphic entities before people can care about the folks that live next door to them. The only way to change that is by telling those powerful stories and moving people to rekindle that light of compassion. And thank goodness for organizations like Brilliant Detroit that make that accessible, possible, and able. And so, it is my pleasure to introduce a few stories and a few storytellers that will regale you with some really powerful stories. And so the framing for this is really compelling. I really like it. The families were asked to share their superpower. So, when this brilliant hero was asked to share their superpower, she said she is a super warrior. I'd like to introduce Siobhan.
The organization is named Brilliant, and it's named Brilliant for a reason. It was a typical day as a single mother. I am. And that day, I so-called brilliant to this day. I took my kids to the park because I want to separate what I'm going through from my kids. And I wanted them to take their funness and make it to something else. So the typical day, I went to the park, not knowing, unaware, and I was wondering why this lady keep looking at my son. I thought, because my son, he big, and I always get the compliments, he gonna be a football player. And I looked at it as a blessing, but I said, we don't know. So further down, I'm like, all right, y'all, you know, kids, it's time to go. I'm tired, mommy tired. She came up to me and said, I can't remember what she said, but more of the story, that was help. I prayed before I went to the park. I was very depressed, and I was looking for help. That day I was looking for help, I got help. She actually came to me, introducing me to this wonderful organization of Brilliant. At that time, I needed Pampers for my son. He's 2 years old. I didn't know where I was going to get it from. Again, you guys, I prayed for this. the wonderful kids that is within Brilliant. It's like as if she knew what I was going through without me telling her. The kids say, I got him. This my brother. When nobody ever saying that to me. I'm still looking over his shoulder because I'm a typical mother. I say, you got him? I got him. My son having fun, my daughter having fun. The first day that she introduced me to Brilliant, they offered me Pampers. They offered me wipes. So all this time, I was wondering, where is the help that I can get? So on that day, you guys, help is here. And that answered my question. That first day was wonderful. I was looking for support, and I got just that. And I feel so wonderful. Brilliant is such an awesome organization. I needed help at that time, and I got it. To this day, I still have it. My daughter, she's highly active. So she got to do something. I know I ain't the only parent. She got to keep doing stuff. So at that time, I'm like, okay, go to the park. I didn't know that we was going to meet. And they forever doing something every day with my child. It's to the point that she is highly active in school. She's doing more reading. She loves to read. That's something they do within the camp as well. I love Brilliant, and I'm so happy that I got introduced from it. I didn't know what day was coming, but that day came, and I'm so happy that I met everyone within Brilliant. If anyone have not tried it, you guys should try it. It's awesome.
Charvon, she said her superpower was that she was a warrior. She did not say she was also a pastor, but now we know. I like this crowd. As the storytellers come and present, continue to give them love. This is not easy to share yourself. Continue to spread that love. Continue to share that light. When we ask this storyteller, when we ask this brilliant hero, what their superpower was, she said, she's a lucha libre mom. I'm sensing a warrior theme. Rosa.
Ella está saludándolos a todos. Hola. No, I have to do this in English. Okay, so she's saying hello, everybody.
Bueno, yo he venido aquí a contar mi historia sobre Brilliant.
She's here to tell her story about how she met Brilliant Detroit.
Cuando yo vine a este país, yo vine sola con mis hijos.
When she came to this country, she came by herself with her children.
Yo conocí el programa de Brilliant Detroit por una amiga.
So she heard about Brilliant Detroit through a friend.
Mi amiga me dijo que no me preocupara, que Brilliant Detroit me iba a ayudar.
So her friend told her not to worry, that Brilliant Detroit is going to help her.
Cuando mi amiga me conectó con una trabajadora de Brilliant Detroit,
So her friend connected her to one of our staff from Brilliant Detroit.
ellos cuando me contactaron me ofrecieron un programa
So when we reached out to her, we offered them a program.
y yo no me lo creía, pero recibí muchas ayudas.
She didn't believe all the help that she was able to get through Brilliant.
La primera ayuda fue para mis hijos, ropa, comida,
So the first help was clothing, food.
para una madre soltera venir a este país no es fácil y que alguien te abra las puertas así es muy bonito.
For a single mom, it's not easy. And for someone to open the doors like Brilliant did, it's unbelievable.
Para un emigrante es muy difícil tener como ciertas cosas
For an immigrant, it's difficult to have certain things.
y Brilliant Detroit te las ofrece a cambio de nada.
and Brilliant Detroit offers them with nothing in return or requested from me.
El programa y las personas que trabajan dentro de Brilliant Detroit son muy buenas.
So the program and the people who work within Brilliant Detroit are so good.
Para mí fue como una esperanza, una luz.
To her, it was like so hope. It was like hope to her, like light for her.
No es fácil para una mujer sola con hijos,
It's not easy for a single mom with with children,
con bebés, no tener pañales,
with babies, not be able to get diapers,
como tener un dentista.
to get the dentist.
Es mucha ayuda para una mujer sola en este país.
Lots of help for a woman who's alone in this country.
Pues muy agradecida con todos los que trabajan allí, primeramente con la
So she's really grateful to everyone who works here, but especially Lulu.
ella hace posible muchos sueños de muchas mujeres solteras,
She has made so many dreams come true for single women,
de muchas familias que lo necesitan.
and lots of families who need it.
Y también darle las gracias a la fundación y a las personas que trabajan ahí.
And she would like to also say thank you to Brilliant Detroit and everyone who works.
Gracias a muchas personas que hacen posible todos los sueños de las personas que tienen pocos recursos.
And thank you to everyone else who makes this possible for us, for all this help for families with low resources.
Muchas gracias.
Thank you.
Rose's family is so cute. Goodness. If I wasn't afraid of having kids, that would have made me want some. Goodness. They spill things on the way. Okay. When we asked this next brilliant hero what their power was, Tiffany told us that she was a connector. Ladies and gentlemen, Tiffany.
Well, good evening, everybody. Nice to see everybody here. I did not think we would be a few people here, so just bear with me as I compress the crowd. Brilliant Detroit. My story starts off a little bit different. I was not a single mother. I was a West Sider, fleeing a toxic relationship, and I landed on the East Side because of racism. I didn't have a job. I didn't have any clothing. I didn't have anything but my kids and my mind and my peace. One day I was washing clothes at the laundromat, and I ran into a lady who was volunteering at Brilliant. And she had just been hit by a car. Strange story, but she got up and kept going. I'm like, who are you? Her name was Karen, and she was also a new transplant from California. So she was too here with no family, no belongings, and a fresh start as well. So here we are, meeting for the first time. She then in turn connected me with Rakisha Odom at Brilliant. So she connected me with Rakisha, because as I said, I wasn't working. Process of divorce, a lot of stuff, a whole lot going on. But they presented me with an opportunity to volunteer. Some of them had stipends, things like that. So that was the first connection with Brilliant Detroit and getting my life on track. My children did not know anybody. They weren't in school yet. So just connecting with Brilliant, with all the different things that they had, the reading, the plays, the storytelling, the supports, the food distributions, the laptop giveaways. I mean, I can go on and on and on. But the biggest thing for Brilliant is just being there, being available, and just knowing that we all go through times. You know, every last one of us have a story, and we've all been through something. And just to have an organization from east to west to be able to support you and your children is like amazing. One thing I want to say, the biggest thing for Brilliant is the literacy program. One thing I noticed during the pandemic is that everything shut down. But one thing I saw that kept going was that prison that was being built over there off of 75, right? And a lot of you know how prisons, how they decide where they're going to build, right? So they're smack dab in the middle of our hood, building a prison. The whole world is shut down, but they're still building a prison. Brilliant Detroit is very big on making sure that children can read by 3rd grade. And 3rd grade is those numbers that those jails use to use our children. So I just want to commend Brilliant for saving lives, not just now, but in the future, and giving our future generations an opportunity. So, thank you.
All these families are so good at storytelling. I'm about to give up my job. I don't really know how I became chief storyteller with stories as powerful in a city like this. When we asked this next speaker, this next storyteller, this next brilliant Detroiter, what their superpower was, she said, "I'm a teacher." Cherie.
So this is how I got with Brilliant Detroit. My next door neighbor was doing back to school uniform, giving them out, so they told me to come there. So I went. I'm a homebody. I don't go nowhere. I go to work and I come home and that's where I be. So that day I went and I seen it was another event down from there, so I was walking over that way towards the event, and I met a lady named Angie. She came up to me and she embraced me. She told me about the program. She showed me the house and everything, and just sat there and talked to us. Gave my child books, and they did face painting, pizza. And so the next day I went there, and it was so many programs going on. Knowing me, my homebody, I went to every single one of them. Every day, it was a different program, more than one a day, and I'm there. If it's in person or it is Zoom, trust me, I'm on that. I'm on that. So the staff, the incredible staff, the staff treated us like we was family. I mean, the love, they call and check up on you. They text you every day what events going on, ask me what I think about such and such. They had me really involved, really involved. I think not just for women's, but for men's too. They need to get involved too. They not just helping us, they helping men's too. What else can we say? You want to say something? Yeah, I'll hold it down for you.
So, I like all the programs. They're all nice. I like all of them. And how I got with Brilliant Detroit is when I went there, I was kind of nervous, and I got books and lots of other things. When I got the books, they were looking pretty cool. And what I was gonna say again? Yes. That's it.
So this is what I want to end up saying. If you're not involved, please get involved. It's not just for your children, it's for the parents too. I'm telling you, you will love it.
Sign up for Brilliant Detroit.
From the mouths of babes, am I right? Shout out to giving the youth a platform. I'd like to thank all of our incredible storytellers, our brilliant Detroiters, our brilliant heroes. Round of applause. It's incredible. And to that point about giving the youth a platform, we asked the youth to tell us what their light was. And so now, we're going to give the youth a chance to speak.
My light is my mom and my dad and my brother. Come here. Learning with my mom. My light is math.
I like getting good grades.
My light is playing with my friends. I watch TV, watching team afraid games.
My light is to paint with watercolors.
My light is reading her climbing at the tree.
My light is to act and sing.
My light is going to school and getting an education. Breakfast.
My light is solving math problems.
Say it one more time. I like when I get on the swings.
My light is hope.
Joy. I love my ABCs.
My light is helping others.
My light is reading.
Ladies and gentlemen, Jasmine Park.
When I say brilliant, y'all say Detroit. Brilliant. Brilliant. When I say you are, you say brilliant. You are. You are. Yes. Give yourself a hand. Yes. Y'all, I'm a sensitive Pisces, and I'm up here in all of my feelings. Y'all tugging on my heartstrings. Like, to think about finding sanctuary at a park, to think about finding sanctuary in this country, coming here by yourself with your children, for your children, to think about a prison being built smack dab in our community and fighting against that, but making sure that your child is educated. To get up here and have your baby speak on behalf of their experience. I wrote this poem after I got this video of these babies talking about what their light is, and I was filled up with so much joy. I wrote this poem for the babies, also for the parents, but out of the mouth of babes, whew, y'all, it's something undeniable. This poem is entitled, Gather Up Whatever is Glittering. Gather up whatever is glittering. to sparkle the world into an undeniable brightness. What is your light, child? I am told that it is the flash of your mother's or father's smile capturing joy in the jar of their mouth, the beam of your brother or sister's eyes when they are curious or even mischievous. It is the bark beneath your callous hands as you climb trees courageously. Any scrapes will pour out watercolors, and you will paint the sidewalk fruition fuchsia. Write in big, bold letters, I am here, and I am not afraid to kiss the sky with my whole brave body or crack the earth open with all of me. There is nothing broken here, especially my spirit. Gather up whatever is gleaming. Eschew the darkness and bring forth the brilliance. Child, may you share your light with us. Does it fill your belly like breakfast? When you hear the laugh of your best friend, I'm talking the one who knows the silly secrets and the hidden passages of all that makes you, you. Tell me more of your Spider-Man ambitions, how you wish to fly through the sky as a more cautious Icarus. Push yourself from the swing and land on solid ground. Spin webs out of your dreams. Call it art, how you draw joy. It looks just like you. And the many things that make your soul brim with song. What game has you world building? In it, do you see yourself a breathtaking bioluminescent bomb? I want you to gather up whatever is glinting. Illuminate every cranny and crevice with all of your happy. Educate us in how we are to share our own light. Count us as the stars and the moon vividly shining through the darkness unrelentingly. Let us write the story of how to help one another, how to inherit hope. I want history to read of the many ways that we have made a difference, how we have built a new world together, one that is joyous, fireflies flitting from the open jars into the night air. See how everything we have made gathers the light inside itself and overflows. I want to take time to invite all of the children to the stage, all of the babies, all of you young people, with your full hearts, your brilliance, your intelligent minds. Come, children, all the kids, all the babies, all the children, come join me on stage. Look at all of our brilliant babies. Don't y'all stop clapping. Keep clapping for the babies. Look at y'all brilliant children. Yes. Now, as the children are coming to stage, I want you to think about the light in your own heart, beating inside of you. I want you to grab the light off of your table. I want you to raise it in the air. Let's shine our light together. When I say brilliant, y'all say Detroit. Brilliant. Detroit. Brilliant. Detroit. When I say you are, you say brilliant. You are. Brilliant. You are. Yes. Yes. Yes, babies. Touche. Cheers. Cheers. Cheers.
I just like to watch kids settle. You got them all hyped up, so now they're like buzzing. Kids have like a sound. It's like a vibration that like makes everything more intense. You can kind of feel like a rumble. I would like to thank everybody for coming. This has been incredible. Like I said, this is one of my favorite events I've ever emceed or hosted because I get to see the people that the work is being done for. Shout out to Cindy. Shout out to the brilliant Detroit staff and team members. Shout out to the families that shared their stories. One time for Jasmine for moving us with the poetry. And one time, a solid what up though for the youth, for the kids that we do it for. So, I don't know if y'all heard, but this isn't exactly over yet. Out back, there are some fun and some cool things for the euphuses. I say I got euphuses from my dad. He always said euphuses, so. As I slowly turn into my father, I hear him coming out of my mouth. Sorry kids, that will happen to you. Thank you very much. Thank you, Brilliant Detroit. Thank you, families. Enjoy your evening.
Bye.